Gemini. Let's go ahead, jump right into this reading, my love. Let us see what the messages are the Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Thank you, thank you. Let us see, let us see. What are the messages? Thank you, Spirit. Messages here for our divine feminines. Okay, we have envy vibes. Girl, you attract envy like it's nobody's business. But that's because we're divine feminine, so that's really nothing old. It's nothing new either, right? So it says envy wears many faces. Sometimes it shows up as fake support, fake concern, or unsolicited advice. Okay, so somebody is sending you the eye, girl. What else is owed? All right. We have heartbreak. Sometimes the worst breakups are the ones that never got full closure. What hurts most isn't the ending. It's the fact that it ever felt so right. Aww. Yeah, so somebody's heartbroken here. This could be you. This could be them. This could be somebody sending you evil eye because they know that somebody is heartbroken over you, even though they're right there in their face. So that's been coming up a lot. We have third wheel. Yep, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Okay, there's somebody sitting in your masculine's face, but your masculine would rather you be in their face. And because you're not right now, they're heartbroken. So this third wheel is sending you evil eye. All right, it says a side character. That's funny. A side character is trying to write themselves into the main plot. But this story already has a leading duo. Exactly. That be the problem. You see, I couldn't have worded that no better myself. The problem here when TPs come into the situation is, look, there's already a leading duo. What are you doing, ma'am? You get what I'm saying? It'd be like that. What are you even doing? But lo and behold, you thought you was doing something. So a lot of the time, feminine just fall back and let them do whatever they think they're doing. You know, they want to play house with these karmics. Let them. They want to, oh, just the person I want to be with. Okay, let them. Because how does that work, feminine? If you're here watching this reading, if you resonate with just this much that I've said already, not even 3 minutes in, you know exactly what I'm talking about. How does that go, feminine? Exactly. So we have clean slate. It says a full reset is now in play. Past decisions, outdated dynamics, and former versions of self are no longer calling the shots. Exactly. You're like, I'm cleaning the slate. I'm good. Now, what I see when this comes to mind, or what comes to mind when I see this, is like the plan. You know, you put together a plan. Maybe you saw masculine in your plan. The two of you made plans, whatever it was. And then in comes this third party disturbance, interruption, whatever. This external influence that you allowed to disrupt what we have going on, and then want to get mad at me because I want to continue on with my destiny and my plans. Things are not just supposed to be at a standstill because masculine said, you know, I want to be with somebody else. That's your free will choice. Go and be with that person. But the second feminine is like, all right, cool, I'm good. Now they're heartbroken. You know, it doesn't make any sense. All right. It doesn't make any sense at all. Any logical sense. Right. But we're talking about emotions here. We're not talking about logic. And so the underlying energy is court date. All right. It says the courtroom might be the stage, but the real drama started long before the documents were filed. All right. So it might be something like that. Now, I know you guys witnessed this situation that this young lady is going through right now, where somebody's trying to say that she ruined or broke up the happy home, and if you can prove that the home was happy and all this stuff. But that's why I tell you guys, always keep your receipts as well. If you can prove that this person has been following you around or chasing you around before this third party even came in the picture, you wouldn't even lose in the first place. So if they were to put you in a situation like that, they would get their feelings hurt. Do you understand what I'm telling you? All right, so don't even worry about that. And when you see stuff like this, just know that you are divinely protected, okay? Because people love to try to twist the story. They, you know, oh, this is what I could do. Especially if you're in the public eye, that's what they're going to do because they feel like they're, now I'm not saying this. I said this is how they feel. They feel inferior to you. They feel like they're nobody. I don't feel like just because you work online or you post online or you do anything online that makes you somebody. Who you are in real life is what makes you somebody. Who you are as a person beyond the camera, beyond the screens, beyond social media is what makes you somebody. Your character as an individual in the presence or the eyes of God, in my opinion, that's what makes you somebody. Not what the world thinks about you. Society, to heck with what we think. Who cares? You know what I mean? We're like really insignificant and so unimportant in each other's lives when it comes to what we think about each other. It's not even funny. What does God think about you? That determines what type of person you are. So again, the feminines that I'm speaking to, you're rooted in the right energy. So somebody coming for you would be the worst thing they could do. If you don't have all your facts, if you don't have all your details, sit down, be quiet, and just be upset somewhere in the corner. You will get over it. The emotion will pass. but don't come for somebody that did not send for you. So we have inner turmoil, okay? It says they may be smiling on the outside, but they're spiraling on the inside. Pretending everything's fine has become its own crisis. Exactly. So because of this double life thing that we've been picking up on, right? Meaning I'm here in karmic's face, but my heart is over there with this person. So my eyes are always focused on them. My mind is always thinking about them. My spirit is always connecting with them. But here my body is. That's the double life aspect. Why are you there again then? And we talked about this the other day. But for whatever the reason, whether it's child, children, something a part of a karmic contract, it doesn't matter. Money's involved, children are involved in some way. This person has strings as to where they can pull and manipulate masculine any which way they want to. And they have been. But the second you say, all right, you don't want to remove this third wheel, I'm good. I'm going over here to continue on with my plans because this doesn't work for me. Now they're heartbroken. And the person is like, well, I'm right here, so I know I ain't the one breaking your heart. You see what I'm saying? But because of this inner conflict, this is what they're dealing with. Okay? So you're just like the audacity. That's what I'm saying. It's the audacity for people when they feel like they really have like, you know, a foot to stand on. They really feel like they got something to say and they don't. But it says boundaries were crossed. And the worst part, they acted like it was their right. Okay, boundaries were crossed and they acted like it was their right, and it's not. Okay, so I feel like it's the audacity here. All right, it's the audacity. Also, the other day I mentioned something about somebody leaking something between you and masculine. So if the person was envious of you and decided to do that to try to get like some revenge, you could sue them too, because ain't nobody asked you to do that. But there's so many, you know what I'm saying, nowadays. First of all, in the Bible they say not to sue each other, but people don't care about what the Bible says. Obviously they go ahead and do what they want anyway, you know, adultery and so forth and so on anyway. So what difference would it make, right? But if somebody does play with you like that and you got all your stuff together, what would you do? You see what I'm saying? If the home was happy and I feel like somebody broke my home, I'm not mad at them for going to do what they have to do to stand up and fight for their home. You understand what I'm telling you? But when you see that somebody is not fighting for you, what are you doing? Now it just seems like you just want what she got. So you see that she's successful, so you want her success. That's what it looked like. So it's envy. It's not you really wanted the man, because the man didn't want you. The man didn't want to stay there. If the man wanted you, he would have stayed there. He'd have been focused on you. He wouldn't have been all over the place trying to worry about everybody else. He'd have been focused on you. And that's what these ladies need to start understanding. Stop coming for the, what are you coming for the other lady for? What are you doing? That's the craziest thing you could do. All right. So yeah, exactly. Dirty money. Somebody might just be trying to launder, you know, steal, try to find out a way to get money from you. And if they can't do that, then, oh, let me try to do this. You know, monkey see, monkey do. It worked for somebody else. Maybe it'll work for me. You know, that kind of thing. I'm really picking up on that heavy, y'all. And it's been coming up a lot. And how about the first time that we picked up on it, you can go back and do your own research. If you don't believe me, please do your research. Always check whatever I tell you, whether you believe me or not. But go back about, I want to say maybe 4 months or so. If you just look through some of our videos, I mentioned that like a karmic was watching and keeping tabs and keeping receipts and thinking about taking somebody to court. And now that was before we even had this deck that mentioned that in it. You get what I'm saying? And then that was before I even knew about the situation with that person. So it just goes to show, you know, maybe I'm picking up on them. Who knows? But it just goes to show that this does happen to people. People do move like that. You know, when they feel like they don't get what they want, they try to take it to the extreme. You know, so just make sure you keep all your documents too. All right. So yeah, we have chain. Exactly. I can't make this up. We literally have chain and receipts that just popped out together. So because this person is sitting here in this situation, you have your receipts. It's never that, oh, I was disturbing a happy home. The boy wasn't happy. You get what I'm saying? The man wasn't happy, because if he was happy, he would have stayed over there. He wasn't worried about being over there. He was everywhere, all over the place, worried about what I was doing. You get what I'm saying? That was because he was in an unhealthy attachment and he felt weighed down. You have your evidence. And it says guilty as charged, exposed. Exactly. Exactly. You have the evidence. So if the person were to do that, they would make the biggest mistake of their lives and humiliate themselves. You know, but that's what that is. When you try, that's what that return to sender failed could also be. You know, because it's like when I was shuffling these cards, I saw a plot twist. And again, when we saw that, it's a reel on there, a movie reel. So if you and your person made an adult movie, you know what I'm talking about. And if this person saw it and they felt some type of way, maybe they did that. Who knows? Maybe they saw it, did that, never told the person. Who knows? It's not coming up for no reason. Either way, you keep all your receipts. And I feel like you're already doing that, because you pick up on this person being how they are. You pick up on that. And whoever I'm talking to, your intuition is rarely ever wrong. Like you might have like 10 out of 10 accuracy rating for your intuition. You get what I'm saying? So you trust it. And whenever you don't, you always regret it. So you're like, nope, I'm listening to myself. I feel like I need to keep the proof. I need to keep receipts of everything that's happened over X amount of years because nope, I just feel like I need to. Based on how the masculine has been moving, based on how you feel about this karmic and the energy you get from them, you just feel like you need to do this to protect yourself. You know what I mean? Now, here's the thing. Masculine, the energy I'm getting from masculine, I'm gonna be honest with you, is not the messy mess. Is not the drama. Is not the extras. I feel like masculine stays chained or stuck in that situation because they wanted to try to avoid that. They wanted to keep you and the drama separate. Because this person might be a drama queen, and it's come up in multiple of our readings, you know, several of them. So this person being a drama queen, me loving you, I don't want to bring those two things together. Yeah, see, tiptoeing, avoiding getting caught, acting shady, sneaking around. I can't make this up. It's a true gift. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so let's see. We have long haul. Yeah, this person wants to be with you for a minute. This is not no sneaky link type situation. It's like, listen, y'all been doing this for a while. First of all, look at the wheel. You know how they be like, we're going to ride this thing till the wheels fall off. And I always say ride or ride. Like here, we don't say ride or die because there's no dying. Okay, you only dying when you're stupid or you're slow or you get caught. We riding or riding. How we dying? And that's crazy. So what we're going to do, right? We're going to ride till the wheels fall off. Then we're going to have a spare. And we're going to put the spare on. You understand what I'm telling you? All right, but we're not just going to be Zion. We ride a ride out here. So when we see the long haul, this long road, and then we see this wheel, it makes me feel like they were going to be trying to have you come along, however long them and this person were together. Or you and them have been together, however long them been together. You know, like, it's just been so much going on in this energy. And if the karmic really wants to hurt their own feelings, it's like, just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it. That's why they say ignorance is bliss. Just go and remain ignorant so you can stay blissful. And you know what I'm saying? Because the second you go to open that can, you're going to wish that you would have left that closed. You know what I'm saying? It says, in it to win it, long-term intentions invested. They've been investing into this for a really long time. And they were going to keep on as long as you allow them. But because you said, nope, you won't get rid of the third wheel. And I want something that I can continue to invest more of myself in. Like, I want to give more of me to my person. I can't give more of me to you because you still got this third wheel right here. So this is causing stagnation in our connection. This is causing a block. We can't progress. So I'm going to go ahead and exit stage left because we keep doing the same thing. We're doing the same thing for the last decade. I'm ready to evolve with you. I'm not ready to keep doing the same thing. Okay? And so because they, you know, it's like, I don't know what's going on with this karmic. I don't know if karmic has their child, their money, something. They got something that's where they feel like they have to be there with that person. They got chains on them. But you're the key player. You're irreplaceable. That's crazy. That's crazy. Put it this way. If you have my child, because I'm just thinking if I were to be a man, right? If you have my child, you're irreplaceable too, as far as I'm concerned, because you have my child. But if that's the love of my life, they're irreplaceable because I don't get but one. You know what I mean? We don't have 75 love of our lives. It's not how it works. And with the, oh yeah, I fell in love madly 75 times, truly, sincerely. No, you might have been obsessed. You might have been infatuated. You might have liked somebody 55 times. You ain't been in no true love 55 times. That doesn't happen that often. Okay? So, again, it's like you being like, okay, well, since you love us both, or since you don't know what you want to do, and I know that I want something I can invest more of myself into, I'm going to just go ahead and leave this alone. But it left them without closure. They don't have closure. And so that's what's hurting them right now. Because, first of all, they don't even want this to be done. Talking about some damn closure. Okay? Let's see. Thank you, Spirit. We have karmics. Yep. I can't make it up, y'all. All right. Third parties, haters, lesson learned. So that's the hater. Okay. Lust. All right. We have greed, bareback, inconsiderate. So because this person won't let this person go, but keeps you around or try to keep you around for like this whole time that karmic has been here and you've been around, you just feel like they're greedy or they're inconsiderate. You're like, because you're not thinking about how this is ultimately making me feel, how if karmic find out the truth, like the real truth, not whatever you told them, but the real truth, that it will like crush them. You're not thinking about any of this. All right. But now that I want a clean slate and a full reset, here you go. Want to be sad. Were you sad when you were making me sad? Because I want to invest more into you and I can't. I want to do more for us and I can't. Because it's no us when you have a third party going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, were you sad at that time? We have puzzled. Yeah, what are you so puzzled? How are you confused? What are you confused about? Because they might say, well, you've been dealing with me this whole time. Yes. However, you get what I'm saying? The situation is what it is. It's been what it's been. We all are aware of what's going on, except for the karmic. That's the problem. You could have been waiting for this person to do what they need to do for however long. You could have been patient, understanding. That's what love is. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is going to give you grace. Love is going to do that. That's what love is going to do. So now this is why they're heartbroken, because they're realizing, oh, this is real love. That's why you were patient. That's why you were waiting. And no, it's not a matter of, oh, yeah, you know, the love of my life is somebody else's man, somebody else's woman, somebody this, somebody that. The energy I'm picking up, again, you and them were already, this is what I'm talking about. And then this person came in. Now, if I have a wild night and I get this person pregnant, what I'm supposed to do? Abandon her? If I have a wild night, me and this person start becoming intimate. Now the person is clingy. What I'm supposed to do? Kick her to the curb? You know, so it's little things like that that could have occurred while you and this person were talking. That kind of, this person just weaseled their way in there and they just been there. And don't let y'all be at a distance and this person is right in their face. None of this helps. Do you understand what I'm saying? None of it. So yeah, it says confused, perplexed, conflicted. You were conflicted. You didn't know which direction you wanted to go in. You know, which direction, who, which person. Whatever. So then you detox, rid yourself of negativity, purify your energy, purify your space. Now they're over here numbing themselves or trying to numb the pain. Nothing is working. You know, they're missing their feminine. We have knocked up. Do you see? That's what it was. Pregnancy, expecting, mothering. That's what it was. All right. Children involved. We have frenemy. All right. It says fake friends, two-faced, hidden intentions. Child, they don't even know if this person really cares for them for real. Rebound. Well, they definitely know that they were the masculine's rebound, but now the masculine is wondering if they were their rebound also. That's crazy, right? Then why y'all together? Y'all both question each other's motives, but y'all together. Love bombing. Some of you feel like this person just comes in, loves bombs, you know, dips back out. They shower you with affection and dip back out. But honestly, that's because of karmic relationship and where they are right now, what they have going on. It's not much free time that they have anyway with those chains. You know, a person can't do too much when they have chains on. All right. It's not much that you're going to be able to do. Okay. You know what you can do? You can sit down. You know what you could do? You could sit right on down. That's what you could do. Okay, that's how the person was coming. But the two of you have similar kinky ways. So the person keeps coming back. And maybe you keep letting them because of the same thing. Like nobody can do it for you the way they can. Nobody can do it for them the way that you can or something like that. But you're like, man, it's going to take more than this. Something. Paranoid, cautious, insecure, guarded. They're wondering, are you dealing with somebody else now? They're definitely watching you. Eyes are on you, very much so focused on everything that you're doing. All right. Trying to see like, what can they get from you right now? You know, can they get you to open up to them again? Can they get you to trust them the same way again? Okay, that's what they're thinking right now because, yeah, they're heartbroken. Yeah, see, 7 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. You know, there was deception, there was sneakiness. There was something going on as to where you feel like you can't trust me. 8 of Cups, you emotionally withdrew your energy. And now this is how I'm feeling. 7 of Pentacles, just waiting for you to come back. 2 of Wands, 2 of Wands. All right, so let us see. Messages for feminine. Wow. All right, so the 10 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles, the Magician. This person wants to manifest coming together with you. So you already know what would have to happen first. They would have to get out of a karmic situation. Yeah, because see, the 2 of Wands is making a decision. I feel like this person says that whenever you're not dealing with them. Like, oh, I've made my mind up. I made my mind up. But if you were standing in their face, you feel like this third wheel would still be present. And you'll just be like, any day now, la la la. Like, I shouldn't have to tell a grown person, hey, what you going to do with that third wheel? If you didn't want to be with that person, you wouldn't be with that person. So that's how you feel about it. You know, like we're mature, we're grown. If you want to move on in your life, you would just move on in your life. You're there because that's where you want to be at. And I don't want to be with you and them. So I'm dipping. I'm done. The world. But that's not what they want. And this brings me back to the other day where we're like, if that's what you're going to do, cool. All right, then we all together. They don't want to do that either. So I was like, well, I don't know what to tell you, because now you're just not being considerate of me. All right, so that's very inconsiderate. Okay, you just don't care about what people think and feel, only what you think and feel. Okay, so that's where that's coming from. Now, the Ten of Wands is carrying a burden, something being difficult, something being strenuous. All right, I just feel like it's this, you know, missing you. The Two of Swords is being of two minds, you know, again, not knowing how to feel. Two of Cups, you know you love them. You know they love you, but you also know there's a third party here. Three of Cups, they want to reunite, they want to come back together, but I'm not coming back together with you, so as long as third party's still here. Palace of Wands, all the passion, desire, romance, or not. Because the passion, desire, and romance that between you and this person is irreplaceable. You know, that's between you and them is very irreplaceable. But, you know, right now just sitting here waiting. It's like they're doing rituals, doing spell work, doing whatever, praying, affirmation, whatever they got to do. But they're just waiting. Okay? They might feel like you're stubborn, but I don't think it's that you're stubborn. I think it's that you have a very strong will. And when you have a strong will, spell work may not work on you. All right. So we have the Queen of Coins. All right. The Queen of Coins. Very stable, very grounded, very rooted in self. You see, you know who you are. So spell work more than likely won't work on you. You get what I'm saying? Especially if you did not give consent for the spell work. So yeah, about that. Yeah, we have the Devil. That's again, they feel trapped in this karmic situation. Karmic is sending them or sending you envious energy because they know that their person is heartbroken over you, but it's like they don't want to move on because they know what you and this person could have, which would be the Ten of Pentacles because you're the Queen of Pentacles, and they don't want that. All right, they don't want that. Six of Pentacles, for some time now, you could have felt like things were a little one-sided. Two of Pentacles is, again, which one do I want? What do I want? Ace of Wands is a breakthrough. Person decides, okay, I'm going to take matters in my own hands and break free from this cage. Okay, we got the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Wands. They're coming towards you in the very near future. All right, we have the Palace of Swords. You stay on this person's mind. They could be trying to do spell work to change your mind, to try to get you to come back, or paying for spell work to be done to change your mind, because the Four of Wands is here. That's twin flame union. So it's like, let me get them to change their mind, to get them to come back. But see, that's the thing. In your mind, you know that this person was like, I don't know which one I want. I don't know which path I want to take. So it's like almost like they want to wipe that out of your mind and have you forget about that. Have you forget about the third wheel. Have you forget about the heartbreak so that the two of you can come back together. Because you being with anybody else, that's them sending envy vibes at that point. You know what I mean? They don't want you with anybody else. They want you with them. All right. We have the Strength card. All right. Strength card over the Ten of Wands is showing your true power. Okay. Yes, the situation was burdensome. It was difficult. It was stressful, but you healed yourself. You're healing right now and you're shifting things forward. You see that? We got the third wheel and we have the Wheel of Fortune. You said, nah, I ain't got to worry about me. I'm going to just go ahead and shift this wheel forward. Okay, but that's the thing. They don't want you to be a ride with somebody else because they know once you start riding, you're going to be riding. That's it. They be done lost you and that's it. All right, so we have the Two of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the High Priestess. All right, yep. So the Nine of Wands is a wounded warrior, but it's also putting boundaries up. And the High Priestess is our inner intuition and our inner knowing, higher self. So it's like your higher self is telling you to go on faith, not by sight. Trust what it is that you feel, regardless of what you see. Yeah, there's a third party, but you know this is your twin. You know there's true love, affection, all that stuff between y'all. And then look, the Lovers. I didn't even know that was there. I'm just going off of what my intuition is telling me. You see, I don't doubt it. I'm at this point in my life, y'all, where I just don't doubt anything my intuition tells me at all. All right, so we have the Three of Cups. All right, Three of Cups and the Justice. Yeah, so this is definitely a karmic situation, but then wanting to come in and do right by you. All right, they want to take you out, possibly go on a date or something like that. Okay, I did see wine and dine earlier, so that would make sense. Palace of Cups to be affectionate, romantic. They probably want to take you somewhere, but the two of you can have dinner and then kind of cozy up afterwards and, you know, be up close in person now. But one thing that's been coming up a lot for the twins is a love child. So if you are not ready to have children, if you're not looking to have a child with this person or anything like that, then you may want to be careful, because the love and the energy that is between the two of you right now is being amplified, is very strong. And in the event this person does follow their spiritual nudges and goes all out to show you how much you mean to them, A love child can come from that. Okay, very, very much so. But usually you call it a love child when it's like a child made from an affair. So if the karmic is still there, you don't want that to happen, then be careful. You get what I'm saying? All right, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles and Nine of Swords. All right, yeah, it's like they're anxious. They're anxious and waiting, anxiously waiting. So anxiously awaiting the arrival or the return of their Queen of Cups, Queen of Coins. You're their love. You're very nurturing. You're very feminine. You're very soft. These are things they love about you. You have no idea how this person feels about you, do you? Like, they love you so much. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that this other energy is here. Okay? We're not going to act like it's absolutely nothing. Like, oh, whatever. You know, they just stay anxious. No, they're there. But it's like, you're forever in their heart, regardless of whatever's going on. Like, this is ride or ride all day, every day. But if you don't want to ride no more, then I don't blame you. You get what I'm saying? The person's been playing, and they've been letting karmic think that it's something it ain't. And, you know, you don't let nobody disrespect your ride or ride. You don't let nobody come crazy at your ride or ride. You don't come crazy at your ride or ride. Are you okay? You know what I mean? You don't talk to them all types of ways, like you lost your mind and different things like that. Yeah, we got the Four of Swords. You give them peace of mind. You don't talk to your peace like you crazy. All right, so we have the Palace of Wands and we have the Chariot. So there's a message coming from this person. They don't want to lose you. They might message you from somebody else's phone, from a friend's phone, because the Five of Swords is quite often talking about the people around us, and us being willing and able and having this eager desire to want to win regardless. So it's like they're determined to win, and they're very intellectual, very smart, might be into technology. So they're going to find a way to get through, especially if you block them. They're going to find a way anyway. They've evolved. They've grown. They're praying a lot that the two of you can communicate and come back together. They see you as somebody that's very prosperous, very successful. Karmic may also see you as somebody that's very prosperous and successful. That's why they may be trying to come the way that they're coming. But again, if you keep all your receipts and you keep all your facts, then all will be well. And then karmic be done made a fool out of their damn self. But let's see what the messages are for our feminines. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for feminine. All right, we have Pathfinder. It says, trust your inner compass to illuminate your path through love and career, revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. All right, I feel like their soul is like, you know what path to go down. Like, stop playing games. All right, yeah, fast progress. Move forward with swift precision and do what must be done now. You see? Do what must be done now. If you know where you want to be, then be there, buddy. All right. Duality dance. Seek balance amid the chaos and find harmony within yourself. All right. At times they could have felt like a clown because they feel like, you know, they allowing this person to pull them by the strings like they're a puppet. All right. We have growth potential. Embrace change to unlock your full potential and flourish. Exactly. But they know that they're not nobody's puppet. They're a whole divine masculine. Stop letting this person treat you like that. Okay? Carried away. Let yourself be caught up in the whirlwind of a romantic moment. Oh, so yeah, the two. Do you see? If y'all let yourself be caught up in the whirlwind of a romantic moment, a child will be born. Okay? I'm telling you that right now. A child will come from it. So, all right, saving grace. Forgiving yourself and others heals the wound and sets you free. And it's not for everybody. And no, I'm not talking. See, anyway, people use your discernment. The comment's going to be wow. I already know in advance. It comes to territory. It's a part of my job. I already know what people are going to be saying before they even say it. The stuff is going to be crazy what I'm going to see and have to delete. But it is what it is. You know, like, use your discernment. Use your discernment. Okay. All right, new worlds. There are many more things for you to discover, so don't give up. All right, and then we have answers unfold. Keep your mind open and be willing to learn from this experience. All right, so yeah, this person is definitely like, whoa, you know, their mind has expanded. They learned so much. They're ready to share a lot of things with you, put you onto what's been happening, you know, step up in this connection, you know, a lot of things came out here. And then we have stop and reflect. Pause in your journey to appreciate how far you've come and where you're headed. All right, now, I'm also getting with this court date or the courtroom. Let's go back to that, right? Spiritual court. I'm getting something about spiritual court. All right. Justice is in being served in your favor right now, because I just saw the justice card too, right? So like justice is being served in your favor right now. Okay. And people who were sending you envy vibes and hating on you and all this other stuff, they're mad because none of that stopped anything for you. None of that stopped any of the blessings that Spirit has coming your way. All right. But it wasn't meant to. Hey boys, go sit down. All right. So those are the messages, guys. It was never meant to stop anything for you. All right. Ever, ever, ever in a million years. Okay. It was meant to wake you up, show you what you need to see, get you back on track, you know, make sure that you stay sharp, that type of thing. It's never, ever going to work against you because you're not in the wrong. Okay. I'm going to say that right here, right now. Now, you know what you do and what you don't do. Now, if you out here doing things and not moving with integrity, then you know what you was doing and you know what was right and what's wrong. Shoot. All right. But for those of you who this reading resonated with, my love, I am with you. All right. Trust me. I believe what you saying when you say that you ain't the one that's been following behind nobody, that you've been standing still, or, you know, you've been working on you. You haven't been chasing anybody. You've been being patient and trusting the universe. And this person won't let go, can't let go, you know, because they love you. They're not meant to let you go. You're not meant to let them go. But this third wheel, gonna have to go. All right. So again, if this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. The information as to where you can book personal readings with me can be found in the description box beneath this video, which we have 3 new services that we added this week. We have the Ultra Minis, the Minis, and the 3-question. Go and check that out. The link to where you can get a book, a deck, oils, bracelets, etc. Waist beads can be found all in that description box. All right. But other than that, if this was your video, you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Peace and hair grease.